Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to mathematics video session. This is M. Kalpana, working as school assistant mathematics in JPHS Mailathavapalli. Today we are going to discuss about the division of polynomials as a part of the chapter polynomials, that is chapter 3 in your mathematics textbook. Till now you came across the words degree of the polynomial, zeros of the polynomial, and relation between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. You have also drawn the graphs of the quadratic polynomial. So all these things, you are familiar with all these things. Today finally we are going to discuss about the division of the polynomials, and based upon that concept we are going to solve the problems from exercise 3.4 also, children. Okay, let us start the topic. So division of the polynomials. Before going to the division of polynomials, let us take any two positive integers and let us divide. For example, divide 13 by 4. So in the division process, 13 will be the dividend, 4 will be the divisor. We know that. So 4 3 is a 12. So what will be the remainder, children? 1 will be the remainder. So here by this we can say that 13 is equals to 4 into 3 plus 1. That means we know 13 is a dividend and 4 is a divisor. And what is 3, children? 3 is the quotient. Divisor into quotient. What is 1 then? Remainder. So we know this. In the same way, here we have taken the example of two positive integers. In the same way, we can take the example of any two polynomials. Then we can divide one polynomial by the other polynomial. Let us see how to do. Divide 3x square plus x minus 1 by, let us take some x plus 1. X plus 1. So here, what is the first polynomial? 3x square plus x minus 1 is the first polynomial. What is the second polynomial? That is x plus 1. Let us denote first polynomial by p of x. P of x is equals to 3x square plus x minus 1. And let us take g of x is equals to x plus 1. Let us do the division now, children, and let us know how to divide one polynomial by the other polynomial. So here, what is the dividend? 3x square plus x minus 1 is the dividend, and divisor is the x plus 1. X plus 1 is the divisor. So step by step we have to follow the process here. What is the first of all, we have to look at the whether the given polynomials are in the standard form or not. Standard form means the polynomial should be in the form such that the degree of the each term of the polynomial must be in the gradual decreasing order. Let us verify. 3x square, here degree is 2. What is the second term? X. So degree of x is 1. What is the third term? That is minus 1. Here the degree of minus 1 is a 0. We know degree of any constant term is a 0. So this is in the standard form. Let us look at the x plus 1. Here it is also degree of the x is 1. Degree of 1 is 0. So it is in also decreasing order. So we can say that both are in the standard form. So how to divide? Let us see. First of all, we have to look at the highest degree term in the dividend. Highest degree term in the dividend. What is the highest degree term here, children? That is 3x square. 3x square is the highest degree term. Okay. Highest degree term of dividend is 3x square. Then what about divisor? What is the highest degree term of the divisor? Divisor is x. So what we have to do is divide 3x square by x. Why we are doing this division? Because to get the first term of the quotient, children. So what is our aim here is we have to know the quotient and we have to know the remainder. So here let us divide. So 3x will be the first term of the quotient. First term of the quotient. So you are writing 3x as the first term of the quotient. Now you have to multiply this first term of the quotient with our divisor. Now what are you going to get? 3x into x. That is 3x square plus 3x into 1, 3x. So note down this 3x square. Below the x square term, that is x square. Here it is 3x. Here it is. See here, children. Now do the subtraction. Plus 3x square and minus 3x square will get cancelled. And here it is plus x. Here it is minus 3x. So you'll get the, after subtraction, you are going to get minus 2x. Now bring down minus 1 here. Minus 1. Now what is your process is you have to look at the new dividend, children. You have to forget about this thing. Look at the new dividend. What is that? Minus 2x minus 1. So what is the highest degree term in the new dividend? That is minus 2x. Minus 2x is the highest degree term. So here again here x is the highest degree term in the divisor because it has no change in the divisor. So cancel x, you are going to get minus 2. So this minus 2 will be the second term of the quotient, children. Minus 2 will be the second term of the quotient. Second term of the quotient. So here minus 2 into again the same process. Minus 2 what? The second term of the quotient into the divisor. X plus 1. What are you going to get? Minus 2 into x. Minus 2x. Minus into plus minus 2. So minus 2x minus 2. So do the subtraction, children. So minus into minus plus. And here also this becomes plus. Minus 2x and plus 2x will get cancelled. Minus 1 plus 2. Here you are going to get 1 as the remainder. And here we can stop the process of the division. Why? Because degree of 1 is less than degree of the divisor, that is x plus 1. Because the degree of 1 is 0, degree of x plus 1 is 1. So you are going to do the process until if you get remainder 0 or degree of remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. There you can stop the process of the division, children. Okay. Now 1 is the remainder. 3x minus 2 is the quotient. We know this is the divisor. This is the dividend. So as previously we have discussed in the normal division, that is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us see whether that is applicable here also, or let us verify whether that is true for in case of polynomials or not. Means 3x square plus x minus 1 is dividend here. What is the divisor? X plus 1 is the divisor. What is the quotient? 3x minus 2 is the quotient. What is the remainder? 1. Now it is in the form of dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. We have to prove whether it is true or not. Let us verify, children. So we got remainder as 1 and quotient as 3x minus 2, and this is the dividend and this is the divisor. So let us see x into 3x minus 2. Let us do the multiplication. Plus 1 into 3x minus 2 here, and there is already remainder 1 is there. So x into 3x, that is 3x square, plus into minus, we know minus 2 into x, how much, children? 2x. Again plus 1 into 3x, that is 3x, plus into minus, okay, minus 1 into 2, 2 plus 1. So here it is x square, only one x square term is there, 3x square. How many x terms are there? Minus 2x plus 3x. So this becomes plus x minus 2 plus 1. So there are two constants here, minus 2 plus 1. So what is our LHS? LHS is also 3x square plus x minus 1. So LHS is equals to RHS. By this what we have proven, children? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So this is true in case of polynomials also. This is true in case of polynomials also. Dividend we have denoted with P of x. And divisor we have denoted with G of x. And quotient we have denoted with Q of x. Remainder R, that is R of x. So by this we can state a statement here that is called division algorithm, children. That is called division algorithm. So through solving this example, we can now understand that for any two polynomials, now we can understand that for any two polynomials, P of x and G of x, where G of x is not equals to 0, there exists Q of x and R of x such that P of x is equals to G of x into Q of x plus R of x. Nothing new here, children. P of x is a dividend here, G of x is a divisor, Q of x is a quotient, and R of x is a remainder. The same previous thing that we have taken in case of numbers, now we have written in the form of the polynomials. That's it. So, but here R of x may be 0. R of x may be 0, or degree of R of x will be less than degree of, what is divisor? G of x. So this is known as division algorithm, children. This is well known as division algorithm. So by taking an example and after doing division of two polynomials one by other, so we have stated a statement. And here one more thing we can see that if P of x is a quadratic polynomial, what happens here? Always Q of x will be, always G of x will be linear polynomial. Always G of x will be linear polynomial.